Well, hello everyone again. My name is Michael and I'm going to make another video today. I was going to put my laptop out on the patio, but that didn't happen. I went to the gym and I started talking and I stayed at the gym too long, and by the time I got home, it was way too hot. It's too hot outside right now, so I'm back inside doing the video. Today's video is going to be about, I watch a lot of YouTube because I want to know how to create channels. I don't know, it looks fun to me. So anyway, I watch a lot and I'm constantly getting in my feed these people that go on YouTube or on TikTok or something, and then somebody will put them on their channel saying it's so difficult to make it in the USA. They just buy a few groceries, their car payments and everything, and it's like, why are you still there? Why are you staying in a country that's so expensive? I don't understand. I don't know if they're afraid of change, or they don't think they can make money outside of the United States. I don't know. I don't know why they're staying there. I mean, obviously, if you've got, a huge family and you have to, you're involved in a lot of something, maybe you have a business, but start planning your escape now. Okay, now is the time to start planning your escape now. If people think the United States is going to get any better before it gets a lot worse, I don't think they're correct. I think they're wrong. And most people in the USA don't even have a passport. Okay? Everyone should have a passport because you can't leave the country without one. And if something happens, and you really need to leave the US, you can't. You can't travel outside of the US without a passport unless you sneak across the border like they do coming up. You can, I guess, sneak back down into the other part. But people are afraid that they can't make a living in another country. Okay? Like I said, I live in Cambodia. I live in one of the poorest countries in the world. And I'm not going to tell you guys how much money I make because it's just not appropriate, but you can make enough money here if you have any kind of skills at all. 80% of the people that live here or more have no skills. They have no marketable skills, mostly manual labor jobs. They sell coffee, they sell soup, they have these little stands. If you've watched any of my other videos, you're going to see what they sell. They sell meat alongside the road. There's things that you can do, okay? There is plenty of remote jobs that you can get. And you say, yeah, but those remote jobs, they only pay $30,000, $40,000 a year. That over here is an absolute fortune. I mean, the way your life could live over here on $30,000 or $40,000 a year is just, I can't really describe it. Like I said, we go to a place called Macro Market. I've talked about it before. It's kind of like it's just like a Costco. You go inside, everything is in bulk. They have the little sample ladies there, and everything you can buy in bulk. You can buy individually too, but they mostly have bulk. We go into Macro Market / their Costco, and we fill up 2 shopping carts. We go once a month usually. Okay, we fill up 2 shopping carts full of absolutely full of whatever we need. I don't even look at the price. We just put it in the basket, and when we get up to pay, it's $300, $350. People, I'm watching them online, are getting 10 items at a grocery store or something, or just a couple bags of groceries for $300, and we go once a month. And there's 4 people that live in my house. There's me, my wife, my daughter, and my wife's mother, my daughter's grandmother. So there's 4 of us that live here. Like I said, you can find work online. Okay, you can find work online. You can make YouTube videos. If you have any knowledge at all about computers, you are really in the need over here. Okay? The second way you can make money over here is if you're living in the USA, okay, and your house is worth $500,000, and you only owe $250,000, and you sell it, and you bring whatever money you have, you sell everything you own, and you bring it over here and you put it in the bank. Okay. Now the banks over here are not FDIC insured. Okay. They could fail, I guess. I've been using a bank over here for the last 12 years, and I have had 0 problems. I actually have 2 banks. I have had 0 problems. They love foreign customers because of the money we put in. I believe the last time I looked, they will pay for US dollars like 8% interest. Okay, you can make money on your interest. You can buy a house over here, a beautiful house. I ride my bicycle around. I see you can buy a beautiful house for with all the bells and whistles for $180,000. A nice used car. Don't buy a new car here. The roads are so terrible. I would never buy a new car. But you can buy a condo. I just looked at some condos today. You can rent a beautiful 1-bedroom condo with a pool, a gym. You got to pay for your electric. They have security. Very beautiful condo, and it's $500 a month. Okay. And really over here, you don't even really have to have a car. You can buy a moto. You've seen pictures of the motos, and they have these little carts that they pick people up in. It's kind of like their version of Uber, but they call them pass apps. Teaching, okay? I taught over here at a international school. They call it international school, but it was I don't know. They have so many schools over here. And they need foreign teachers. They need people that speak English as their primary language. They need to teach the students in order for their correct grammar, for them to hear. At the school that I taught at, it's right here, right outside of the subdivision. Probably 60–70% of the students there and the teachers, I was the first foreigner they've ever talked to. Okay? They see them, but they don't have any interaction with them. If you have a 2-year bachelor's degree, you can find a teaching job easily here in Cambodia. Okay? I don't have a bachelor's degree. I have no degree at all. I got what they call a teaching English language, foreign language certificate. It's a certificate I got it online. I took an online course. It's like a 180-hour course, I believe, something like that. Maybe less. I forget. It's been so many years ago. But you can teach here with that. You don't need a bachelor. But if you have a 2 years bachelor's degree, basically in anything, they're going to hire you right away, and you're going to make $2,000 a month. And you think, my God, I can't make it on. $2,000 a month over here is almost what these people make in a year. Okay? You can find a nice place to live. Okay? There's so many things that you can do. Like I said, I'm making YouTube videos. It's not really for the money, but some people can. They're really good at doing it. Some people know a lot about computers. A lot of people over here, they don't even know how to make websites. I don't know how to make a website yet. I'm going to learn. But there's just so many opportunities that you can make money over here. Don't think if you move in, and you don't have to move to Cambodia. start looking today, not today, maybe sometime soon, start looking for a place that you can leave, that you can look at, online, you can research it. Put down the Facebook, put down the Instagram, put down the TikTok, put down the games. Look for a place for you and your family to go that is affordable, okay? I do not live paycheck to paycheck here. I go to bed and I wake up in the morning and I don't even think about money. I just don't, because I sold everything, moved here, bought a house, paid cash because they're so cheap, bought a car, paid cash, bought everything I've paid cash for, everything. I have no debt, no insurance on anything, no medical insurance. The only major expense that I do have is my daughter goes to a very nice international school where it's one of the top ones. Excuse me. Like I said, she's learning. They learn all subjects in English, Khmer, the Cambodian language, and Chinese. Okay. They have a pool there. On Saturdays, they have Taekwondo. They take them on field trips. And it's for the full day. They cook them lunch. They do. I mean, it's for snacks. Everything is $4,800 a year. Okay. Like I said, that's the people over here. It's difficult for them to go to those kinds of schools. But they do have a lot of Khmer that can make a lot of money. If you go into the city, you will see Rolls-Royce dealerships, Mercedes dealerships. There's a Porsche dealership, BMW, Lexus, Teslas. There's people over here that do make money. They're attorneys, they're engineers, just different kinds of occupations. A lot of the banks here will hire you without even speaking Khmer, their language, if you have a lot of computer skills. So, but like I said, even if it's not here, if it's just some other place outside of the United States, man, for me, you guys see how crazy things are getting. I see it all the time on YouTube. I see all the time people almost wanting to cry in their cars because they can't afford the cost of living. Their rent's going up. I saw where one lady, I think her rent went up $500 or $600 a month, and over here you can rent a beautiful condo, furnished, a one bedroom. Go look online, look it up online. Look up furnished condos for rent in Cambodia. Furnished with a refrigerator, beautiful condos for $500 a month. You can pay more if you want 2 bedrooms. Maybe they're $700, or but just at least plan to go to another place, because unfortunately, I'm sad to say this, I'm a veteran. I loved the United States for the longest time, and I don't hate it now, but it's gotten to the point to where if you can't make a living someplace and you have to worry about your safety, you have to live paycheck to paycheck, stressed out, for me, it's not worth living there. It's just not. I wouldn't want to live like that anymore. I haven't lived like that for the last 4 years that I've lived here. I was able to save a lot of money. I think I told everyone already, I was an over-the-road truck driver for FedEx. I sold everything long before I became a truck driver, and I lived in my truck. They have a sleeper in the truck. I just lived in the truck. So I was able to save a lot of money. Anyways, don't keep struggling in the U.S., okay? If you don't start looking, if you don't start preparing to leave, you will be stuck there. You will be stuck in the United States. And I I need to go back there soon, maybe next month or the next couple of months. I need to update some information. I need to take care of a few things, and I'm actually dreading it. Okay, I'm actually dreading it because I have to stay somewhere on the West Coast where I can take an Amtrak, I can get around. So I have my choice. I can either fly into LAX. Los Angeles is a nightmare. I can fly into San Francisco. You already know about that one. Or Oakland. Obviously, I'm wrong skin color for Oakland. I could fly into Portland. You guys know about Portland. Or I could fly into Washington. Okay. Washington State. I need to be somewhere on the West Coast where I can take an Amtrak down to the Modesto, Stockton area where I lived at before, and update some banking information and just do some other paperwork that I need to take care of. But I'm actually dreading it. I'm dreading going back to seeing all the, just the feeling of having to go back to the United States. So, like I said, you guys, please prepare. Just look online when you're laying there on the sofa with your phone. The games, the Facebook, the TikTok, all the cat video, whatever you're looking at. Take time, find a place. It doesn't have to be Cambodia. There's so many places you can move that are so much cheaper, right? For me, I would want it to be a third world country because in a third world country, you make $30,000-$40,000 a year online, and you are living rich. You're living large. And like I said, one of these days I'll take my phone and I'll walk around the house and show you the inside of my house. I'll show you, and I'll let you guys be the judge. Like I said, I hope everybody takes care. Like I said, I don't care who's in office. I don't care what president it is or who voted, the next vote. It's not going to make any difference, okay? You guys see what's happening there in the U.S., and you have to prepare to leave. If you don't, I have friends of mine that are in their 50s. Their children have left home. It's just him and his wife living in a big house or struggling, and they won't even get passports. They're going to stay there because they have family there. And you guys are struggling. They tell me how hard it is now. So anyways, I hope you guys click on my video. Please subscribe, share, tell your friends and neighbors. You don't have to live in the U.S. I wouldn't move to Mexico. You guys know why. I'm not going to tell you because YouTube will take down my video or give me a strike or whatever they do. But there's a lot of beautiful places you can live for so cheap, right? Most of these third world countries, very easy to get a visa, very easy to live here because they want our foreign dollars, okay? They want our money. You say, well, maybe they're not safe. I've been coming here all this time. I've never had any problems. Nobody's tried to rob me. Nobody's stolen anything from me. I haven't had any problem with the police. Matter of fact, the police have been told to not ever harass foreigners because then they don't want to come here and spend their money, right? They get a lot of money from tourism. So, plus here, you're kind of in the middle of Asia, right? I'm close to the Philippines. I'm close to Indonesia, Bali. Thailand's right next door. Vietnam's on the other side. I got Singapore. I got Japan. I got South Korea. India. I don't know if I really want to go to India, but there's just so many places. You're like over here. It's closer to New Zealand if you want to go there, and it's on the other side of the globe. So, anyways, hope you guys, like I said, please give me a thumbs up. Please share my video. Subscribe, and even if you don't want to share and subscribe, think about what I'm telling you guys about preparing for leaving the United States, okay? If you wait too long, something could happen, and you can't get a passport, okay? That passport is like gold to get out of the United States, okay? I've traveled many places in the world, okay? And U.S. passports, you can most of the time just go online and get a visa. They don't even need you to go to the embassies or anything. So, like I said, just take a few minutes out with your family, sit around, and just say, "Hey guys, let's look at a map. Let's see where could we live? Where could we go somewhere that's beautiful and nice and have fun?" So, you guys be safe out there, and take care, and just think about what I said. And thank you very much if you're watching this video. I really do appreciate it. I'm trying to make YouTube videos, but it's a new experience, and I'm taking a break from the teaching. I'll probably go back to teaching. I'm only 67, and I can't just sit around and do nothing all day. So, anyways, like I said, have a good day, and God bless all of you. Thank you very much, and goodbye.